Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome back. My name is Casey and I use they, them, and their pronouns, and I make videos about really whatever I want to do. But mainly anything about cycling and adventuring, because that's really where my heart lies. Today I'm actually doing a little bit different of a video. I'm doing my first review. This is not something that I typically do because, I don't know, oftentimes I feel like reviews are pretty biased, but as someone who genuinely likes reading reviews and watching videos about reviews, I figured why not give it a shot. What I really want to do is only review things that I feel passionately about, things that have helped me, things that I really enjoy, or things that a lot of people are recommending and I really don't see the point in them. We all work hard for our money, and so I want to make sure that I'm not spending my money where it doesn't need to be spent, and you also aren't spending your money where it doesn't need to be spent. So today I want to talk about my new favorite handlebar bag. If you were anything like me, you have probably been on the hunt looking for the perfect handlebar bag, the bag that can do it all, the bag that you can take out for a gravel ride, a road bike ride, road ride, maybe a mountain bike ride, maybe commuting, maybe just riding around the city. I think I've found it. And this is it. Sorry it's a little dirty. I took my gravel bike out on some single track yesterday, and of course my bag got really muddy and wet. So this is the new 9-to-5 commuter bag from Oveja Negra. Oveja Negra was nice enough to send this over for me to review it, and I really wasn't sure what to expect. I've had a few handlebar bags and they've either been too small, or they're hard to get into, or they're just not what I was looking for. But I think this one may actually be my favorite now, and I want to talk about the reasons why and maybe a couple of things that I don't like as well. So before I get into this review, if you all are enjoying the video so far, or maybe you want me to do more reviews over different things that I have, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And if you really like the video, why don't you hit that subscribe button for me? It would really help me out a lot. So first, what I want to talk about is like what I was looking for in a bag. And really, I don't think my expectations are too high, but they probably are. So really, I was just looking for a nice, good-looking bag that was pretty versatile. I wanted it to fit all of my snacks that I bring on a ride, my hand sanitizer, a place to throw my keys, a place to put my money, a place to fit my jacket and other layers that I may bring. And the bonus would be if it could fit my mirrorless camera. I've not yet found a bag that could fit it, but this one did. So again, Oveja Negra sent this over to me just to review it. No expectations, no money, nothing like that. Just for me to check it out and see how I would use it. Again, they are marketing it as a commuter bag or just a daily use bag. And that's exactly what I did. I kept it on my bike the entire month and a half that I've had it now. And I have found that it is incredibly versatile in so many situations. I use it for daily gravel rides. I use it riding to work. I use it on t-shirt rides just around the town. I've used it for like rides that I just go out just to like take pictures of things. So far it has been a great bag. And I also get a lot of compliments on this bag. Like, people love the way this bag looks. I opted for the Whack Pack, which I think is the coolest design. It also comes in black, so if that's more your style, I say go for the black one, but if you want to be cool like the rest of us, go for the Whack Pack. So far, I have found that this bag is incredibly spacious. The issue that I've run into with other bags is that I can fit everything that I need to fit in it, minus my camera, but everything just feels really cramped. And if there's something on the bottom that I want to get out, I have to pull everything out just so I can find that. What I also really like about the Whack Pack specifically is that on the inside, as you can see, it is pretty bright. So that color contrast is great. I've had other bags that are just black on the inside, and so it makes it a little bit difficult to see. But for the most part, I can look in this bag, see what I'm looking for, and grab it without shifting things around too much. I've also found that the side pockets on this bag are incredibly useful. I've had a different bag in the past that had side pockets, but the only thing that I could really fit in there was maybe some gels and keys, but then the keys were kind of hard to pull out. The side pockets on this bag are actually usable. I'm not a person that really likes to wear jerseys when I'm out for a ride. I like a more loose fitting, dry fit type shirt. But the problem with those shirts is that I don't have pockets in the back to throw my phone. But with this bag, for the most part when I'm on the bike, I believe this is an iPhone XR, so not a super small phone, but also not a super big phone. I can get it in and out of the bag with one hand on the bike with no issue whatsoever. So anytime I want to pull it out, snap some photos or a video for Instagram, it's really easy and I still feel pretty safe. I'm not sure if you can tell from the video, but the bag holds its shape very well. Whenever I have it on the bike, it doesn't sag and it doesn't rub my front tire, which is incredibly important. Now I'm about 5'8" and ride a 54 centimeter or medium bike, and I don't have any issues whatsoever with it sagging. I cannot speak to anyone that rides maybe a 50 or below. I still don't see that necessarily being an issue, but just something to note. So the way that this bag hooks onto the bike is super simple. You've got these two, see if you can see it, these two Velcro straps up top that connects to the actual handlebars, and then it has a piece of webbing back here in the back that connects to the, what is it called? The head tube that connects to the head tube. What I really like about the way you connect this bag to your bike is that there are different webbings located all over the bike. There's webbing up here at the top, but then also here at the back. I don't use the webbing on the top very much at all, but I do use the ones in the back to connect it to my bike, and I find that it sits there pretty tight or taut. I'm not really sure which word to use in that place, but it sits there very tight, and this right here, I can pull it as tight or as loose as I want it on the head tube. So besides having plenty of space on the inside of the bag, it also has a little mesh pocket here in the front. Usually I'll throw my keys in there, or I'll throw, let's see what I've got in here. I've got some sunscreen in there. I've got a small thing of chamois butter, and then I've just got a plastic bag. Oftentimes I just throw trash in there because I don't really need it. If I ever really need to fill this bag up, I'll probably use that part for other things, but for right now, I think it's great as just like a little trash bag, or if something gets wet and I don't want to throw it on the inside, I can just throw it in that little mesh part and it still keeps everything else pretty dry. Now, speaking of being wet, speaking of things getting wet, I will say this, I don't know if it's marketed as waterproof or weatherproof or water resistant, but I will tell you a quick story. A few weeks ago, a friend and I were out on a beer ride, and I brought my camera along to be able to take pictures, and we got caught in a complete downpour. We had to bike back about 10 miles in the rain, and I was freaking out because I had this camera with me and I didn't bring anything to wrap it up with or to put it in that I knew was waterproof. I took the chance and went ahead and stuck it back in the 9-to-5 bag, made it back home, and as soon as I got back, I pulled my camera out and literally everything inside the bag was dry. I was pretty surprised. I did not expect it. I mean, the material doesn't feel like it wouldn't be waterproof, but it also doesn't necessarily feel like it would be waterproof. But I will say, however, that this zipper area, that looks pretty waterproof to me. So I'll have to look back on the specs to see if this bag is actually waterproof, but it did make me feel a lot better knowing that I can probably get caught out in some weather, and as long as I'm headed back home, my camera or whatever else I have in my bag will probably be okay. Now, I know that I've probably talked this bag up and you don't think I have any cons, and honestly, I don't have too many cons. However, I do have like two that I want to talk about really quickly. So I opted to have this here strap included with my bag. And what this strap is supposed to do is if you are ever like out in the city or really anywhere and you don't want to leave your bag on your bike while it's locked up, you're supposed to be able to connect this strap to the bag here on the side, and you can use it as like a over-the-shoulder strap. That way, if you have any valuables or if you have clothes that you want to bring into your workspace, you have that option to be able to throw this bag over your shoulder with that strap. Now, I had a hard time getting the strap on. I do know that once these bags are like actually released to the public, they have worked on that. I don't have my hands on that, so I can't say if you all will still run into that problem. But that is one thing that I ran into with this initial prototype. The other issue that I had, and honestly it's not that big of a deal, if you are a person that's gonna be like me and you're really just going to leave it on one bike, this isn't a big deal. If you are a person that is going to move this bag around to multiple bikes, this is something to consider. So I said earlier how I love that it connects to the bike with these Velcro straps. I did find it a little difficult at times not getting the Velcro out, but getting the Velcro back in to switch it to the different webbings, just trying to figure out which way was going to set up best on my bike. Now, for me, once I got it set, it was set. I didn't have to change it anymore. But if you're gonna be a person that's moving it from your road bike to your gravel bike to your mountain bike to your cruiser to whatever, and they don't all stay on the same webbing, you may find that a little difficult. Now, I think this issue is twofold because you want it to be kind of difficult, right? Like you want the Velcro to stick to itself. And that was the problem that I was having. The Velcro was just getting stuck to itself a little too much. Again, it's not that big of a deal. Once you get it set, it's good. Or you just know that, okay, every time I move it from bike to bike, that part is going to be a little bit difficult, but I would assume over time it does get a little bit easier for you. I highly recommend this bag. I think it is incredibly versatile. I think it looks really cool. Again, I get compliments on this bag all the time. I find that it fits all of my needs. It carries everything that I need it to carry, and I don't have to take it off of my bike to put a different bag on that's going to suit different needs in different situations. I'm curious, what bags are y'all using? Drop it down in the comment section below. Maybe y'all have some recommendations that I haven't thought of and I should check out. I'll make sure that I leave a link in the description if you want to pick up your own. And again, I would go with the Whack Pack design. I think it's cool. I think it's colorful. I think it's just awesome. But again, it does come in black if that's more your style. Thank you for sticking through this video. Again, this was my first review. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more videos like this. And while you're at it, please leave me a like on this video and consider subscribing. Until next time, fam, I love each and every one of you. Stay strong. Peace.